No complaints. By the stone, that's so much food. Do you think it's free? Reyna snorted. Darling, we've hardly starved up to this point. Okay, sure, but homegrown plants only go so far. Kianthe gestured down the hillside. Look at that spread! Turkey, pork, fish. Oh, the salmon here is incredible. You have to try it. We're here for a reason, Ki. We don't have time for... Reyna paused as movement caught her eye. For salmon. She finished lamely. Down near the riverbank, one of the constables glanced over her shoulder, then slipped into the pine forest that circled the manicured lawn in a dark embrace. The constable vanished in a breath. Rain? Kianthe poked her shoulder, then followed her gaze to the forest. You have that something's wrong look. What's happening? I don't have a something's wrong look, Reyna replied. Sure you do. Your eyebrows twitch and you start smiling. Reyna smoothed her expression, but inside, her chest warmed. No one else had ever noticed anything like that. Not until she started dating Kianthe. The Arcandor continued, amused now. You're also the only person I know who smiles at the first sign of trouble. She flipped her dark, shoulder-length hair off her face and casually ignited one palm in flames. So who's causing problems tonight? The food can wait. They'd been dating for years, but Reyna would never get used to seeing a mage just light themselves on fire. It was lucky everyone else was near the river. Otherwise, they'd definitely be attracting attention. Reyna squeezed Kianthe's arm, feeling the heat of the flames and trusting she'd never be burned. First, you are wonderful and I love you dearly. Second, not everything is a problem. Sure. But when you get that look, something usually is. Reyna squinted again at the trees. It's probably nothing. A constable went into the forest, that's all. It's odd that she'd leave her rotation. It is odd she'd leaf like that. Reyna leveled an unamused stare at her fiancé. Kianthe grinned. Okay, sorry. Maybe that is her rotation. The mage extinguished her palm by shaking the flames out, like one might after dunking their hand in water. She rocked back on her heels, tugging her cloak tighter around her shoulders as a chill swept off the river. Kianthe didn't love the cold. The Dion. Is he a Dion or a council member? Well, technically he's a Dion who serves on the council, but his title will be Dion. Reyna nodded, then moved on. Well, Dion Arlen has established 8 points of focus around the party, and 6 additional rotations covered by 18 constables. 17 now. Her thumb rubbed circles over the clay disc on her sword's pommel, the one Kianthe had magicked to cover Queen Telane's royal insignia. Every rotation stays within sight of the grounds. It's possible he'd have more in the woods, but no one else is crossing lines. Kianthe stared at her. Reyna quirked an eyebrow. Something to say, love? You're sexy as hells when you talk like that. And now I'm wondering if I can take you off rotation by dragging you into the forest. It shouldn't have taken Reyna by surprise, but it did. She snorted, then covered her mouth to stifle her laughter. There are days where I wonder what the realm would think if they truly knew what the Mage of Ages was like. They'd probably think I'm sexy as hells, too. Kianthe grinned, rocking back on her heels. So, let me guess, you're going to investigate the constable, and you're sticking me with the boring job of confronting Arlen about that shipment. It's important to cover our bases, Reyna replied steadily. And I'd hardly be of help with Dion Arlen. He'll be more receptive to the Arcandor requesting information than an ex-royal guard from the queendom.